Sunday Meeting, August 15th, 1976. LL Research channeling Hatonn and Latwii. Just a quick preface to this session. I do something in this session that I rarely do, if ever. Sometimes I'll run into what are clearly typos, and I'll just make the correction because it is completely obvious. But today, in the transcript, Carla begins to channel named Lattoo, spelled Lattoo. And I think it's highly probable that Lattoo is in fact the Latwii that we see much more in the future. At this point, Latwii has shown up twice since these transcripts began in 1972, and Lattoo even makes a comment that they have not spoken with the group very many times. So in this session, I've made a leap and assumed, knowing what happens when you assume, but I've assumed that Lattoo in this transcript is in fact Latwii. We begin with H channeling. I am Hatonn. Greetings in the love and the light of our infinite Creator. It is pleasing to be with you once again, and we welcome those that rejoin us. It is always a pleasure to see those who travel upon their path that they continually hold within their consciousness the values which they have gained through their experiences. And it is these values which we have brought those who have been guided, shall we say, to once again share in this experience. My friends, as you travel along that path which you consider to be your path, you shall share with many the knowledges you have gained through all the avenues you have traveled and studied. You shall carry with you the accumulation of all the knowledge, not only gained through this experience of life, but through all experiences prior to this life. This knowledge is continually attained within you and is constantly available for your usage. And as you know, it is through the process and practice of meditation that you may, shall we say, easily obtain access to that knowledge. As you encounter situations and people throughout your present life experience, it is your obligation to bring forth the purest and greatest manifestation. It is your obligation to share with those your knowledge, your experiences, and your love. Certainly, we are aware that there are many with whom the sharing of this knowledge at the present time would be nearly useless and, at some times, would be harmful to the relationship. You as the individual carries with you the knowledge of past and present. You should be capable of recognizing those individuals with whom to share it, these experiences and this knowledge. And with those with whom you realize you should not enter into discussions, you can constantly carry with you and share with them the love which is the total manifestation of those experiences and of that knowledge. My friends, you must realize, shall we say, the potency and the creativity of those thoughts which you place into what we call the ethers. The spoken word indeed carries much power, yet the unspoken word, my friends, is even greater. As you are aware, the other realms of existence is such that verbalization of thought is no longer utilized, for it has come to those people's knowledge that it is simpler to utilize the natural process of thought transference, or what you would call telepathy. My friends, you can send to all around you the knowledge which you contain, simply by projecting your love to them. For as we have stated, love is the total manifestation of all your experience and knowledge. Love is the manifestation of all things. And for you to direct that love purely and completely to any individual is to share all that you contain, and you contain all of the knowledge of the universe. Each one of you, my friends, are as a beacon upon the shore to guide the ships at sea. Shine brightly. Never allow your flame to dim, to flicker, to be extinguished. Allow your flame to glow brilliantly, wherever you are and in whatever you do. And my friends, this indeed is enough for you to do. It is your obligation as a manifestation of the Creator to share this love. It is your opportunity to express and to learn during this lifetime the meaning of the concept. Do not falter, my friends, and do not be harsh upon yourself, feeling that you have faltered. For, my friends, it is your desire to become that ever-glowing fire, and it shall be done, and the experiences upon the way are indeed helpful. You cannot falter when your focus is in the right direction. You shall achieve what you have set out to do. This is the law. That which you desire, you shall receive. Doubt it not, and it shall be fulfilled. I shall transfer this contact. I am Hatonn. Carla, channeling. I am with this instrument. I am Hatonn. Yes, my friends, that which you request, you shall receive. There is a simplicity to this which is difficult to grasp, and because you are in a physical body at this time, it seems that to request something is to go, as an object of the physical dimensions, and ask another physical object for something. It is this type of concept which causes love to be very difficult to understand in this place. When you seek love, when you seek to know the source of love, it is an attempt to tabernacle, shall we say, to become one with that which is infinite and invisible, that which is nearer to you than your own body. You need go nowhere. Love is waiting for you, so close, so very close, my friends. So that the request, in its simplicity, is simply a willingness of you as individualized consciousness to become the observer in your life, to turn your life over to love, to turn your life over to Christ consciousness. You do not have the power to show love. You can only offer your life to love so that love can live your life. Then, as you watch, the force of love flowing through you will teach you. You yourself, as individualized consciousness, will never be wise to the ways of love, for the physical is a series of measurements and judgments and understandings which are limitations. Love is creative, limitless, and infinite. When love approaches a situation, love expands that situation. Love eases. Love makes possible comfort where no comfort was. Individualized consciousness cannot do this, and all the will in the world cannot find the way of love. So as you seek to watch the ways of love as they flow through you. It is important to discriminate. It is important to judge. And yet, as you are functioning, allow love to flow through you without judgment and without hindrance. And then it will teach you its ways and it will live your life. You cannot direct the Creator. As long as you attempt to direct Him, he will stand knocking, asking to be let into your heart. Once you make the connection, then you and the consciousness of love will be together, communing and living a creative life. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Truer words were never written. It is your responsibility, your only true responsibility, to seek, and then, when you have found, to share. For us to share this with you is a great pleasure. I will transfer to another instrument. I am Hatonn. H. Channeling. I am Hatonn. I am once again with this instrument. We are having difficulty achieving contact with the instrument known as B1. We shall continue through this instrument. My friends, it has become known to us quite some time ago that to reside within the state of love for all of creation is, shall we say, the only way to achieve, to gain, the happiness and fulfillment which we seek. You must, through your discipline, elevate yourself to a state of mind with a spirit that allows no prejudices to block the free flow of your love. Allow no separations to be acknowledged, for they also cause blockages in that flow of love. Bring yourself to a state of harmony of mind, body, and spirit, being one with creation. My friends, it is our responsibility to one another to love each other without limitations of any kind. Certainly, as you reside upon this planet of experiences, there shall be those things which tend to irritate you. Yet look past them, my friends. Realize that what you see within another individual that irritates you is a projection of what you either contain or fear that you contain within yourself. You are the creator of your universe. You perceive within it that which you choose to perceive. You experience within it that which you choose to experience. No other can bring about the manifestation of experience or perception within your universe. You may choose to share those manifestations with others, yet no other can override your creativity. You might say, it is your ship, and you are the captain. You can share with the crew what you wish, but the decision is yours. Think of this, my friends, and realize as you go along on your path, you follow that which you have laid out in front of you. You experience that which you have chosen, and you are to love all that you have created. I shall leave you at this time in the love and the light of our infinite Creator. I am known to you as Hatonn. Adonai Basu Boragas. Carla, channeling. I am Latwii. I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. I have not spoken with your group very often, but there are questions within your group which it is felt that I may be most equipped to answer. So, at this time, I open the meeting to questions. B2. I'd like to know what happens to animals on this plane right now. Do they go through the same cycle as men on this plane? In their evolution towards becoming more evolved in life forms, do they change into other life forms, or do they stay animals? Latwii. This is a question which cannot be answered on the general level, due to the fact that animals begin their consciousness as a type of pool of consciousness, so that each type of animal is that animal in general. They go through many incarnations at this level, until experiences occur which mold their individual personality. It is especially common for the so-called domesticated animal to become individualized through the love which they share with their masters. At the point at which an animal becomes individualized, he ceases, upon the physical death, to go back into animal consciousness. He will instead begin that evolution known to you as the human type of evolution. In the so-called spirit, this animal consciousness, having been individualized, will spend time dwelling upon the love of his master, and will incarnate, often in order to be with his master. At some point, this individualized pet or animal will have become so much of an individual that his soul is ready for the step of becoming a human soul. This is a very long process in your terms. Consciousness is a plenum, or as you may call it, a spectrum, one type of consciousness a little more articulated than the next, beginning with the most dense and still objects, and going into the human, and past into angelic consciousness. That of the animals is the step in the process which is below, next to, and merging with the human consciousness. Does this answer your question? B2. Yes. W. I have a question. Concerning the artist David Bowie, was his previous incarnation, or was he brought to Earth as an alien? Or is he aware of the Confederation in this incarnation? How does the way he projects as a performer relate to the evolution and possible manifestation of the Confederation? Latwii. We do not wish to invade the privacy of any of those upon your planet, and so we would not wish to speak upon the thoughts and opinions of the one of whom you speak. However, we can say without invading his privacy that he, as well as many, many others of those who are in your public life as performers, is what this instrument has called an apple. He and many, many others have come in through the incarnational process and have had a normal birth and childhood upon your planet. Yet, his previous experiences have not been with this planet, and so he, as with many, many others upon your planet, is rather uncomfortable at times in the vibrations which now prevail upon your Earth world. These things he expresses, as well as the understandings of which you are all aware, have to do with the spiritual path. It is not uncommon for those upon your planet to be aware that they are not, at heart, at home upon your planetary atmosphere. The one of whom you speak is simply in a somewhat better position due to his renown to, shall we say, spread the word. Does this answer your question? W. Yes. Is Findhorn a sort of power focus of cosmic energies? Where are various spots like this in the United States, and possibly specifically in the nearby area? Latwii. The so-called magnetic anomalies which constitute such places which are known in your, shall we say, folklore as the Bermuda Triangle, are specific magnetic disturbances which can be pinpointed with fair accuracy over a period of time. However, it is best to understand that there is a great difference between the so-called window areas, which indicate geographic areas whose fabric is uniquely vulnerable to interfaces with other spaces and times, and the type of energy accumulation which is possible in a place, no matter where it is, in which the consciousness of people has found a niche. Findhorn is this latter type of place. Rather than being an electromagnetic phenomenon, it is a phenomenon of consciousness. The energies have been directed to this place from energies which exist everywhere. It is true that there is a grid, shall we say, of energy which surrounds the planet. Yet these energies can be tapped off in very general and large areas. One does not have to be sitting, shall we say, on the top of a pyramid to get the energy, for with consciousness, one can move the pyramid. It is the faith of the individual which builds the energy which makes the miracles possible. Such is what has happened at Findhorn. As you seek your place in life, seek first that seed of faith, that touching with the infinite. Then allow your sensors, as you might say, to be touching from that sensor output. And when that center says, "This is where I wish to be," then that will be a place of power for you. It is a very personal thing, the generation of power. The place whereon you stand is holy ground. You cannot possibly develop power from an outside source on the level at which Findhorn was created. That power came and does come from the consciousness of love, which is the source of power for all things. W. Can you give me any clues as to better care for, and as to what precisely of sorts am I under regarding my physical strength? Latwii. We would suggest a relaxation period before you attempt to sleep. You must be stricter with yourself about putting down those intellectual worries and considerations which the day will bring. It is a matter of never relaxing. This is not good for the physical. With relaxation and meditation, then as you lie down to rest, do not allow thoughts to begin to work through, but instead allow thoughts only of a recreational nature. You must allow your brain and your body to rest. Our other suggestion is always good for anyone, and that is to allow yourself to seek the light touch, to allow yourself to remember that life as you know it is a cosmic joke. It is not good to take things too seriously. All of your busy thoughts and all of your worries are, at best, little cartoons. When you pass from this physical existence, you will spend some time laughing and sometime crying. And the tears will come because you took things too seriously, that you forgot to laugh and praise the Creator that gave you this marvelous cartoon. This attitude is all important in maintaining the balance that allows you to go through your physical experience, learning and also enjoying yourself. We do not give advice as to such things as diet, etc., because it is our firm belief that these details are meaningless. That which you put into the body is an illusion. The good that you get from it is a function of your belief that it will do you good. The harm that you will get from it is also a function of your belief that harm will come from it. Nothing within the physical has power over you unless you allow it to. Do as you deem wise, and then remember, as we say, that whatever you do, it is a kind of cartoon. The greatest and the noblest and most tragic things are passing fancies, my friends. Accept them for what they are. Accept feelings for what they are. All are true, but all will pass. Do not forget to laugh. Are there any other questions? I am Latwii. It's been a very great pleasure to be with you. I and my brothers seldom get a chance to speak with this group, and it was indeed a privilege. I will leave you at this time. I leave you in the love and the light of the One who is all. Adonai, my friends. Adonai, Basu.
Go forth then, rejoicing in the power and the peace of the